Hey guys, playing Street Fighter Third Strike today. So we're going to pop a credit in and see how we go. This is also one of my favourite games. Probably my most favourite game in the Street Fighter series. I actually started playing this when I was 17, which was a long time ago. I was working up here in Sydney for an electronics company, and I saw that this was actually upstairs in the cinema lobby. They had a nice arcade set up there. They had like a dual Daytona machine, and they had the X-Men vs Street Fighter 2, and they had this. This was definitely the game that got the most attention and play. But yeah, that's when I started playing. I used Akuma pretty much all exclusively because he just looked cool and he seemed to be really evil. So yeah, a lot of good competition up there. A lot of good competition. A few good Urian players, a couple of good Yun players, and every single day I could go up there. I'd have half hour lunch break, and there'd always be someone up there willing to want to fight, or there'd be someone there that maybe didn't want to fight, but I only had 30 minutes, so I was going to play whether they wanted to fight or not. So another game where it really stir up emotions. You could really get people angry by playing this game quite easily. There's a good old demon. Yeah, but the amount of craziness like that I saw up in this little part of the theatre here, and I was in a rougher part of the city in Sydney, I suppose you could say. But yeah, there were stabbings up there, and there were just some genuine bad people up there. But they didn't seem to bother me. Because I played Street Fighter with them almost every day. So I remember seeing one. There was a massive fight, and I think it was like race related. I think there were like Lebanese versus like the Greeks or something like that. And yeah, this big bloke, like the cinema was at the top of like a shopping complex. And what it was like you had to ride the escalator like all the way up. So there were about 4 or 5 levels in the whole shopping complex, and like it was like a big sort of like a pyramid sort of style. So you could walk around the edges and you'd slowly get to the top. And yeah, or you could ride the escalators straight up. So and as you'd come up the escalators, there'd be like a landing which was all marble, and then you'd walk up about 10 stairs, and at the top of the 10 stairs there was like a carpeted area that contained all the arcade machines. And yeah, up there was at the very top of the stairs there's a dual Daytona machine, and there was some huge fight between all these massive blokes, and we were over playing Street Fighter, which is sort of around the corner from where the Daytona machine was. And we've just heard this massive big crashing sound, and all these staff and everyone and security have started coming in, and we've sort of been pushed out of the way of the machine, so we've walked over to see what had happened. And this massive big, like, I don't know if he was a Lebanese guy or a Greek guy, but he has like pushed the entire like dual Daytona machine down the stairs, and it was pretty much just smashed to bits, like at the bottom of these, I'd say it was about 8 or 10 stairs. And he is just going off his brain, man. Like, he's just trying to fight security, and like, oh man, like everyone, like all the dudes that were with him were just laughing, and all the dudes that were fighting them were sort of petrified of this maniac that just destroyed like $20,000 worth of arcade machine. So we were just laughing. We were like, what is this guy doing? This is insane. So yeah, they kicked us like all out, and they shut down the cinema for the rest of the day, and they had to get the police in and investigate it. So, because I worked there, I was in with the security team, so I was talking to them a couple of days later, and they said that yeah, they took the police come and they got the guy. Security detained the bloke. I didn't get to see the security detain the bloke, but I would have liked to see it, 'cause this guy was like, oh my goodness. You know, when you see someone and you're like, man, I need to just get out of here. Like, this guy's a maniac. Like, oh, I thought he was just going to destroy the entire place. Where's the super? There it is. Yeah. Yeah, so that was one of the events that happened up there. There was another few times where, like pushing and shoving and things like that. Like, if someone would like talk trash up there, and someone would take offence, and it's pretty common, I suppose, even today in the arcades. But it was just all the more serious with this game. Like, this game just made people so mad. It was fantastic. But yeah, it's extremely technical Street Fighter game. There are a lot of moves and like subtleties that this game has that a lot of the other Street Fighters don't. In the newer Street Fighters, like Street Fighter 4, sort of introduced it, where they had the shortcut maneuvers where if your inputs were a bit sloppy, the game would be forgiving. And you can probably see I'm having a bit of trouble with that. I'm actually used to playing Street Fighter 4, where, I mean, if you mess up an input, the game will sort of forgive you. In this, you need to be razor sharp and precise with all of your inputs, basically. But it's good. It rewards you for putting in the practice and getting good with the controls, which is something that draws a lot of people in. Something that's cool here, you can probably see that you can actually choose who you fight against. You always get a choice of 2 characters until later on in the game. We'll try Yun. See Yun there. The guys they added to Street Fighter 4. Well, not. I was going to say recently. It's not really recently, but he's the most recently, one of the most recently added characters, I should say. And they had to nerf him to death because he was so powerful in that game. Oh. Oh. Oh! I sort of wasn't talking there because I was panicking. He almost had me. Alright, let's see how we go. I think that's his brother there in the background, Mr. Yang. So he's just watching his brother get the shit kicked out of him. So a couple of dudes in the arcade up there would play Yun. They are insane, especially when they use that grenade in there, and they would just chain all the palms together, get you in the corner, and pretty much will just take all of your life quite simply. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. Yeah, we just do it. Catch fire. See his brother like, oh, motherfucker just got knocked out. Didn't do anything. He's just watching him dead on the ground. Let's try Ken. This will actually be fairly difficult, I suppose, because it's later on in the game. Usually you want to fight Ken early. See how we go. Oh, step kick. Oh, parries. We got parries. Oh, we're in trouble. No, we're not. Oh, how did I miss that? That was disgusting. Do something. Get punched. Taunt. There we go. You gotta always taunt. It's another thing in the arcade. Taunting was a massive part of this game. Look at that punish. That was rubbish. Out of here, Ken. Yeah, taunting was a huge part of this game, which was cool. I suppose it was also sort of bad because if you did it to the wrong person, they might punch you in the face or stab you or whatever they felt like doing. Did I just get taunted? I was just talking about taunts and the computer taunted me. That's some shit. Alright, we're gonna need a demon to save us here, I think, boys. If he throws us, we're in trouble. Ah, the punch. Taunt. Yeah, you gotta get that taunt in. Gives me the power. There we go, bonus stage. Here's a parry bonus stage. It's actually cool. So the parry system in this game, fantastic. Really like it. Let's see if we can do it. So you tap forward at the right time and it gives you a bit of a frame advantage. So you can see I've already stuffed it up. Oh! You can't parry, Masterkizz. You're terrible. I know. Sorry. But anyway, some of the guys that actually play this game at a higher level, you watch them, they can parry anything, man. It's sick. Like, I think the best thing I could parry in the arcade was Akuma's Super Fireball. Urian, one of the more popular characters for tournament play, has some unbelievably ridiculous setups, a few unblockable setups. Get parried by the best. Oh, I get swept. Oh, we've got moves. We got moves for days, Urian. Look at his picture up there in the corner, man. He looks like he's demented. Got like this big cheesy smile, like, what's up? Man, now he's just wrecking. Oh, I tried to parry that. Oh, I tried to parry that as well. Haven't played for so long. I used to be alright with the parries. If I get a bit of practice in, I suppose it'll be okay, but... Oh, see? We had 3 parries on it. That was almost pro level antics. MLG Pro. No scope off the roof. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Oh, we got air parries. Oh, I'm dead. Shit. Stay calm. Stay calm. Oh! Alright, guys. Well, that's the end of that. I thought I could do a little bit better, but... Oh, I think one more player and then I could have got to the boss. But anyway, we'll leave that one there and I hope you enjoyed.